This video is sponsored by Bamboo Lab and made in collaboration with OVERWERK. So one of my favorite iPhone features is standby mode. Basically, when you charge your iPhone horizontally, it goes into this full screen clock experience with widgets and apps all designed for easy glanceability. For example, if I set a timer right now and put the phone in standby mode, the whole screen displays the remaining time on my timer. Anyway, a couple of days ago, this music producer and artist named OVERWERK hit me up with this idea to design an iPhone dock specifically for standby mode. And what caught my attention is that he wanted to create this design based on an old product, one from one of my favorite designers and actually one of Apple's biggest inspirations. Theater ROMs. If you're an artist or a designer and you don't know who this is, you got some homework to do. He's a German industrial designer who started working at Braun in 1955, almost 70 years ago. But his work there completely revolutionized the way we thought about consumer products. His influence on design, technology, and manufacturing can still be seen everywhere around us. He created this, and then IKEA made this. He designed this, Sony made this. Even the ex-head of design at Apple, Johnny Ive, designed some of Apple's most iconic products using a lot of the same design language that Theater ROMs defined. Now, in 1976, he designed this alarm clock, the DN40. And this is the product OVERWERK was inspired by. He thinks this is the perfect form for an iPhone standby mode dock. And he just sent me his design for the first prototype. For this project, I'll be using the A1 Mini 3D printer that Bamboo Lab just sent me. I've wanted to try one of these for a while now. The A1 series has been my go-to recommendation for beginners because of their features, reliability, print quality, and affordability. So let's put it to the test. Okay, so here's the design that OVERWERK has put together so far. It holds a MagSafe charger, which perfectly holds the iPhone in place within the body. And now it's in standby mode, perfect. But I want to add a bit more to this design. For starters, taking out the iPhone can be a bit awkward since it's fully sitting inside this body. There's no edge you can grab onto. OVERWERK designed it so you can push in on one side of the iPhone, which would pop out the other end. He did this with these tilted walls beside the MagSafe charger, but I feel like this interaction can be improved upon. And you guys know how much I love a satisfying ejection button, so I want to work that into the design. And next, I also want to add in the back here an additional wireless charger for my AirPods. This way, the back won't all just be decorative and they'll have some functionality. And I think that's it. But before I print this, I think my A1 Mini needs some customizations. I'll be using an Apple Watch charger in the back because they're a lot smaller. Then I added some non-slip silicone adhesive strips to the bottom to act as feet. And now it's ready. The iPhone's in standby mode and I can charge my AirPods in the back. And when I want to grab my iPhone, so this is what we're calling the iPhone DN40 dock, and I love that it feels like an object from an alternate universe, like as if in another timeline in the multiverse, somehow Braun and Apple came together and had the opportunity to collaborate and they gave birth to this object. Even working on it, I was talking to OVERWERK and he said that it felt like a spiritual collaboration between not just him and I, but also between Johnny Ive and Theater ROMs. A weird collaboration between the four of us that could have never actually happened. So this iPhone DN40 dock is our homage to one of our favorite products by one of our favorite designers. The dock works best on your nightstand or at the corner of your desk, allowing you to get the most out of iPhone's standby mode. And it looks great in other colors, just like the original DL40 did. If you're interested in 3D printing one of these for yourself, this design for the iPhone 15 Pro will be free for download in the link below. If you have another iPhone model, I will also be releasing the project files for those of you who are comfortable with editing 3D models in Fusion. I might also make a tutorial for my channel members if you guys are interested, but if you guys just want to buy one, OVERWERK was telling me that he might produce a few of these to sell, so let us know in the comments if that's something you're interested in as well. He is such a talented artist and musician. He made all the great songs that were used in this video. Check out his music on YouTube and Spotify, also linked below. Now, at one point in Dieter Rams' career, he asked himself the crucial question, is my design good design? To answer this, he developed his famous 10 principles of good design. I thought I would grade Bambu Labs A1 Mini 3D printer using some of these principles. 1. Good design is innovative. The way this printer can print with 4 different filaments at once at this price point using its AMS system is unlike anything I've seen on the market, making it definitely innovative. 2. Good design makes a product useful. This printer's auto calibration and bed leveling made the printer so easy to use right out of the box. I was so impressed. So yes, definitely useful. 3. Good design is aesthetic. Well, just look at this thing. 4. Good design makes a product understandable. The user interface, mobile app, and desktop slicer are all super intuitive, so yes. 7. Good design is long-lasting. Aside from being very durable, Bambu Lab also sells most of all the parts you will ever need for basic repairs on its website. 8. Good design is thorough, down to the last detail. I used to hate replacing my 3D printer's nozzle. It's scary, tedious, and risks print failure if you do it wrong, but on the A1 Mini, that's it. It's too easy. The designers definitely cared about every last detail. 10. Good design is as little design as possible. This definitely feels like the most minimal design possible, not just aesthetically, but also in terms of how it's engineered. It's small, it's light, and at this price point, it's all very impressive. So those are a few of Dieter Rams' design principles, and in conclusion, I definitely consider this 3D printer a good design. If you want to grab your own A1 Mini or check out the other amazing 3D printers from Bambu Lab, check out the links below, and huge thank you to Bambu Lab for sponsoring this video. Anyway, this project was so much fun to work on with OVERWERK. It's not every day I get to design and brainstorm with another artist, and we're so happy with how it turned out. And also very excited to be sharing this design with you all. If you make one, please send us photos of it. Tag us on Instagram or shoot us photos in the DMs. We would love to see it. So yeah, thanks for watching.